Hi Elliot. Ciao Matt. How are you doing? Quite good, quite good. Hi, the Fat DS. This one. I'm not able to properly show it off because of the cables. You're welcome. I wish. The story is gonna repeat itself. I mean, I don't really think I'm gonna go up to like 50Ks for this phase actually. But I don't know, I actually kind of feel like I'm getting to double odds. I don't know. It wouldn't even be that bad actually. Hi Mr. Wu, how are you doing? I mean, it could be possible actually, but I don't really see it happening. Like back to back. I would literally have to be cursed. Hi Tiago. And for me too. Don't worry. Also back to back. I mean, give me a break. No, I think I'm finding something before 20Ks. Don't really see this phase going over 20Ks actually. But I mean, just a feeling. I might go up to 50k again. Everything's possible with shiny hunting. Nice. You grinded. Which shinies did you found so far? You won't be able to reach 3Ks during my stream, sadly. I'm not gonna go beyond like 11 p.m. tonight. Sadly. It is always like that. People that don't care about shinies are finding them like randomly. Bro, his luck is broken. Does he play Pokemon a lot? Or does he like randomly play and also get shinies? Nice. Did you find all of these things in this past week? I mean, these past 3 days? Congrats. Yeah, I see. By the way, Mr. Wu, is there a chance you will ever go back hunting in like the old generations? I mean, in the end, so far, Matte, we have found the same amount of shinies since the beginning of the year. I mean, I don't know the methods about the newest generations, but I guess even more than 3 or 4 per day. Yeah, literally. This hurts me so much, actually. But I mean, there is nothing I can do about it. The best I can do about it is streaming, and I'm already doing it, so... But yeah, if you only take a look to the videos I've uploaded, yeah, it really seems like I'm leaving the channel. But very soon, the Larios video is gonna be up. So... And then after the Larios video, we're gonna wait another month for another video. Average experience of someone that is approaching shiny hunting. I also suggested to a friend of mine I suggested him to approach shiny hunting by starting with the Euro starters. As far as I know, he has been hunting for like not even an hour, and he has dropped the hound. And I mean, he has dropped the dual format. I guess they just don't understand the process. An average radar hound for me, I mean, it depends. To get to the first shiny of the chain, it has been a while since I haven't used the poker radar, but I'd say like 50 minutes. I'd say like, I mean, so many times it happened that I've had to like refresh the radar so many times when I was already at the chain of 40 and I was waiting for the shiny patch. So I'd say like an hour to get to the first shiny. But I mean, it depends, because if I'm super focused and I'm not doing anything else, I'm able to go faster. So I don't know, it actually depends. But I mean, in 5 hours of school, you should be able to get, I mean, at least a single chain. You're gonna complete a single chain at least. So you're gonna get a complete line, I guess. At least one. But if you've never tried it, it is gonna be difficult for you to get to even 10 as a chain. So I mean, if you wanna start testing the method at school, those 5 hours, I mean, I guess you got 5 hours at school, I don't know, but would be a decent practice, I guess. Yeah, before understanding, but before getting far into my chains, it took me days actually to be able to be decent with the poker radar. So if you're just gonna approach it like for the first time, I mean, unless you already know everything about it and every like in and out about it, it's gonna take you time, I guess. You shouldn't add flex to the Cyndaquil on him. He might have quit shiny hunting just because of you flexing the Cyndaquil over him. Yeah, there are some particulars about it that you're gonna figure out by yourself. By the way, I actually did a sort of Pokeradar guide. It was like 3 years ago. In the first half of the video, I explained some tips that were based on my experience. And when I was starting with the Pokeradar, I've seen so many tutorials, and not so many people were saying some of the things that I've been saying in that video, but that video is actually pretty bad because it was so many years ago. And the second half of the video is me using the Pokeradar and completing a chain for Smeargle, for the Smeargles that I got right now. But I was not with the capture cards, so it is awful actually. Like the second half of the video is pretty bad. But the first half of the video, I would recommend it to you guys if you wanna understand things about the Pokeradar. The most important advice I would give you right now is not be greedy. So just wait for the right patch and then go straight into it. I mean, because every time you join a patch, right after you have like defeated the Pokemon or caught the Pokemon, the patches are gonna shake by themselves, alright? But you don't have to be greedy, and just you have to wait. Actually, if there is not a safe patch, you gotta go on like moving in the grass and wait for a safe patch to join. Bye bye, Matte. Enjoy the hangout. And you know, another huge tip, in my honest opinion, that I've never seen anyone giving. Let me just complete the encounter. I'm gonna show you. Hold on. Because every single time you are like into the grass, you're gonna be able to see all the patches, alright? But not all the patches, because take a look to the last to the screen in the bottom right now, alright? So if you take a look to the patches, you're able to see all the patches but the one that is behind of the character, alright? Because there is the art of the character that is covering the whole patch, and because of it you aren't really able to tell if that patch is moving, alright? So whenever you are like using the Pokeradar, and you might actually get distracted, alright? So if you're not able to see, because it is pretty difficult to actually notice it, even if there is a little part of the patch that you can see outside of the ad, but you actually never have to go back into the patch behind, because you're just risking to break the chain. Because a patch that is shaking like right near you is gonna break the chain almost 100%. So you always have to avoid the patch in the back of the character, and that's something that is huge because I got so many chains broken because of it when I was at the beginning. Yeah, I mean it depends, but yeah. But I don't know if the percentage. I don't know if because of the fact that that one is a shiny patch, the percentages are like changed. I have no idea about it actually. But yeah, I guess if you wanna keep the chain, you might just avoid the shiny patch. But I don't know actually, because if you're going for that plan, I mean avoiding shiny patches that are not safe, you're gonna avoid so many patches because there are so many spots that you can join. Alright, and if you are gonna avoid the patch in the borders, you also have to avoid the shiny patch that are like near you. Alright, so I don't know if I would do that because it would mean avoiding potentially so many shiny patches. Yeah, it is like the others, but I was just wondering because of the fact that there is a guaranteed Pokemon from the same species of the one you are like chaining. Because also the patches that are near to you are gonna break your chain. If you take a look to the video that I did, there literally is a screenshot of the character with all the patches that are safe and all the patches that are not safe. So I would recommend you to take a look to the video actually. It is a pretty clean image. It is pretty difficult for me to explain right now what are the patches that are gonna break your chain, because yeah, I'm not really able to point them like on the stream. Yo, nice, congrats on the trigger. Congrats. Finally. But yeah, I really don't know how to explain it to you. But I mean, let's take a look again to the character on the bottom right. Alright. So for example, all the patches that are around the character are gonna break your chain. The patches that are like right under the female character are also pretty close. But yeah, there is no way I'm able to explain it without having the image. Hold on, let me get it. I'm gonna cover it. Let me see if I'm able to. There we go. So these are the patches, right? So the red one, based on the color, they are gonna break your chain, alright? You gotta always go to the blue ones. But, every time you move the character, and for example, if you refresh the radar and your character is in another position, not in the middle, all the patches are gonna change. It only depends on the character that is in. It depends on the character position, alright? So you just gotta count the patches, and if they are decently far away from you, and if they are not in the borders, you're gonna be fine. But there is not a patch that is 100% safe. You always gotta go to the blue ones, but to the blue ones, but you have to avoid the ones in the corner that are no, the blue ones are the safest ones. But in this picture, it is also included. There are also included patches that are not good. Hold on, let me. I didn't make the picture. I took it from the internet, so let me. There you go. So, for example, this one, you gotta avoid this one, even if it's blue, because it is decently away from your character, but it is in the border, so you gotta avoid it. And you also gotta avoid this one and this one for the same reason. But this one is super safe, alright? It is not considered in the border of the zone. This corner right here is okay. And that's it, actually. Nothing else. What do you mean your legit diamond got stolen? Yeah, still phase 1. Who the hell stole your diamond? By the way, there were also other patches apart from the one that I crossed with the. Let me take back the screenshot. Apart from these ones that are not good, also these ones, of course. I didn't cover them before because I thought it was pretty obvious, but also these ones are not good. Alright. Yeah. So you always gotta avoid the red ones, the orange ones, the yellow ones, always, and also the blue ones that are in these spots. So yeah. Pretty fine. Thank you so much for caring, Solitaire. I was just covering something about the Pokéradar patches, because Thiago asked for it. By the way, as I said, even if you join one of the patches that is in the blue zone, it still got a little percentage of a breakable chain. There is no patch that is 100% safe. So, I mean, that's how it goes. I don't know, I don't remember the percentage, but I guess it is. I mean, it might be 2%. I know that is pretty low. I would go insane with a shiny butterfly. In the Eterna Forest, I'd say yeah, butterfly and also Banarian Murkrow. I mean, pretty based. There are cool Pokemons to Pokeradar for example, Smeargle. I'm talking about, of course, Diamond, Pearl, and Platinum, not the newest generations, but I'd say, yeah, Smeargle, also Snorunt. There are different Pokemons that you can only get the access from the Pokeradar, so they might be decent targets, actually. Yeah, after those type of events, you always come back home that you're super tired. They are always like super stressful days. You're just like always moving and doing things, so... Oh, Mr. Wu, I thought that your question was referred to what I wanted to find the most from the Eterna Forest, but I mean, if you were talking about eating the Pokemon, I think I already got this question actually. I don't remember how many days ago, but I don't know. The first thing I thought about was Finneon and Lumineon. I think that it might be the only like utility thing about them, probably. Oh yeah, Vanilla. That's true. By the way, I don't know if the pronunciation of Vanillite is Vanillite or Vanillite. I have no idea actually. I mean, I guess Vanillite. if the DS Lite is pronounced in this way. I don't know. Yeah, also red ice might be a good ice cream. Alright, good to know. I've always been pronouncing it Vanillit. Yeah, I think Whiscash. I mean, Barboach kinda is a sardine. I honestly have no idea. I turned off the mic just in time. Oh, fair. That's actually true. Didn't understand what. No, I was just sneezing. And I turned off the mic just because I didn't wanna sneeze on the mic. I mean, on stream, you know. The allergy is eating like super badly this year. Good for you. Trust me, good for you. By the way, after the stream, I'm also gonna rewatch myself the Poker guy that I did, because it has been a while since I haven't rewatched it. I really wanna hear how bad my voice was sounding. I think the last time I saw that video was like in 2022 probably. I don't know if I would be brave enough to take a look to it again. By the way, something that I really wanna figure out how to fix is the problem that I got with the aux cable. I don't know why whenever I try to plug it in during a stream, there is always a super huge background noise, and it would ruin like the whole video and the whole stream and the whole thing. That's why I didn't use it during the Lario sketch. I also got this question asked during that stream. Yeah, unfortunately. But it will be difficult for me to fix it because it always got that problem whenever I'm during the stream. So I would have to try it during a stream, and I don't really want to do that. So I think I will probably never do it. F for him. No. I wasn't ready for to hear such a thing. Fair enough, by the way. That was a cool one. Poor my boy Jeremy. Yeah, I mean, I suppose you weren't bullying him. Jeremy. That was a cool one, actually. first time in my life I heard about it. Ciao Matte, how are you doing? Quite good, quite good. Allergy is hitting hard, but you're still here. I've never heard of it either. I'm pretty much out of all these animes. I've just been seeing the mainstream ones, unfortunately. By the way, I feel like I wanna do again. I mean, I wanna put again the counter. I mean, the encounters on the thumbnail of the stream, because that one was a feature that I was actually liking during the Lario sound. So I think I'll get back to it from the next time. So from tomorrow on. My favorite ice type Pokemon. So I'm gonna just get an image with all of them, just because I don't wanna miss out on anyone. Wanna be sure about my pick. Oh, they're so cool, actually. Gotta think about it. As always, now I'm gonna cover all the one that I've always been liking, and then I'm gonna pick the one I prefer the most. So, I've always been a fan of Roslass so much, since the first time I've seen it during one episode of the anime. Even if it is not powerful or stuff like that, I've always been. It got like a huge allure. I don't know. Also Lapras, of course. That's tough, actually. And also Beartic. But if I had to pick one, I would go for Frozlass. Yeah, Frozlass is my favorite Ice-type Pokemon. Yeah, if I remember correctly, it should be the episode in which Frozlass was using Double Team. I guess it is the translation. As far as I remember, it should be like Paul's Pokemon. I don't remember, actually. Not sure, I've seen that episode like 12 years ago. Most likely more than 12. Yeah, Lapras is a solid pick. Top 5. Let me get back to the picture I was looking at. So top 5. So first of all, I'm gonna pick my favorite 5 of them, and then I'm gonna put them in order. So my favorite 5 of them are Lapras, but I mean I'm gonna also include the legendaries right now because 5 are a lot. So yeah, Lapras is in the top 5 for sure. Mamoswine, I'm a fan. It looks badass. Frozas for sure. Biartic. Yeah, and Warrain. Yeah. It's freaking huge also Warrain. So, Weavile looks pretty good, but there are Pokemon that I like more. So, if I gotta put them in order, I would put as a 5th place Biartic, 4th place Mamoswine, 3rd place Warrain, 2nd place Lapras, 1st place Frozlas. That's my top 5. Wailord isn't an ice type. I mean, I guess you got confused and were referring to Warrain. Let's see. Did your vision also tell you how many encounters I was at? By the way, I would also love to be able to put the base forms in my usually in my top 5s or top 10 or stuff like that, but there are always phase 2 or phase 2s or completely evolved Pokemons that look better in the end. But there are also so many base forms that are good looking. For example, Snorunt. It looks amazing in my opinion. Referring to the norm, bro, 45k. You could have kept the vision to yourself actually. By the way, for example, Snorunt. I'm gonna take it. For example, Snorunt. I'm not referring to the shiny form. Also, the shiny form looks pretty good, but just the sprite itself. I'm so much into it. Who knows? Guys, take notes. My guess is gonna be... Honestly, I think I'm gonna get a Rumpel on the up screen on the left. Yeah, that's it. And after double odds, but before 20Ks. I'm dropping the most accurate guess of my life right now. I'm gonna get the pool with all of them again, just to be sure as always. By the way, you know what? Let me track down my top 5 with the ice types, because it is something that I wanna keep. Hold on. So, I said Frozlas, Lapras, Warrain, Memos one. The Arctic. I mean, I already know the first place of the fighting type. There is like no clue. I mean, there is no doubt, but so I'm gonna pick my favorite 5. No, it is not weird. It is a pretty unique Pokemon. By the way, so the 5 fighting types that I would pick are Lucario, for sure, my boy, Hitmonchan, 100%. Timburr, I'm so freaking in love with it. And here it counts, the base form in the top 5, let's go. Then I would say Breloom. And then I'm missing one. I'm gonna be like below Gen 5. But if I had to go beyond Gen 5, Pangoro, I'm in love with it. By the way, I'm excluding the Gen 6, so another fighting type, because there is also Infernape that I'm in love with, but I feel like that if I was not, I mean, if that wasn't my first ever Pokemon, it wouldn't be on my top 5, so I'm gonna exclude it. I might go with Heracross. So let me just read what you're writing in the chat. What are you referring to with you did it, Matte? I lost the point. No, just like not not at all. I'm not gonna put it in my top 5. Neither in my top 15. By the way, the order is gonna be first. I mean, I'm gonna start with the 5th place. So 5th place goes to Heracross. 4th place, Breloom. 3rd place, Hitmonchan. 2nd place, Timburr. 1st place, Lucario. That's it. Alright, I see, Matte. Good to hear that, Salater. By the way, it is always the same thing for me. I'm not even kidding. Like, guys, the majority of the days I come on stream that I'm like extremely tired, but like during the stream I always get like better. Like since the the stream goes on, I'm feeling like better like every single time, and then I go off stream and I'm like reborn. And I mean, then I'm gonna go to sleep, but I mean, I at least feel better. Yeah, I don't know why actually, but it is too well made as a Pokemon in my opinion. It looks too good actually. I don't know. I've always been a fan of him. I like how Conkeldurr looks, but I just prefer other Pokemons. And I prefer Timburr, 100% of the times. I mean, try and imagine a Timburr that was just bigger, right? Just the same thing, but bigger. So it was able to be at least a phase 1, but even a phase 2. It would have been huge in my opinion. Yeah, Toxicroak is also super cool, super good. It was the... I mean, I had just had to choose between Heracross and Toxicroak for the 5th place. Jesus Nite. I mean, that would be the Italian translation actually. I don't know in English how are even pronounced all the megas. I mean the item to get the mega. No idea. Let's go, Tiago. I wanna see you finding the Giratina, bro, so much. So much. Yeah, let me Google it. Passimian. Oh, yo. Cool one. It seems like a Madagascar character. By the way, Lucario will forever be my favorite ever fighting type Pokemon. No one will ever be able to be better at my eyes. No chances. Let me Google it. I'm curious. It also looks good actually. But I mean, it is not a fighting type. Oh, another one that I'm in love with is Keldeo, actually. Keldeo looks pretty good. I wouldn't put it in my top 5, but I like it so much. Favorite bug? I would probably say Scyther. Yeah. Let me just take a look to all of them super quickly. But I'm pretty sure I would say Scyther. Oh, but there is also Scolipede. I forgot about it being a bug type. But I would still say Scyther, honestly. Ciao, Andre. Yeah. Everything good. What about you? How is it possible that you aren't like partying during like Saturday night? By the way, if I had to do a top 5 also of the bug types, hold on, let me track down also the top 5 about the fighting types because I didn't track it down. But let me do the encounter before. So I said Heracross, Breloom, Hitmonchan, Timber, Lucario. So about the bugs, so the 5 bugs that I would pick are Scyther, Volcarona, Axelgor, they look so good actually. I'm in love with bug types. I'm still missing 2. I'd probably say also Heracross. I mean, the last one, I don't know. So I said Heracross, Scolipede, Scyther, Axelgor, did I already say Volcarona? I'm out of my mind. Hold on. I would probably also say Armaldo. So about the top 5 of these ones, I would say Armaldo, 5th place. 4th place, Heracross. 3rd place, Axelgor. 2nd place, oh, I forgot Volcarona, bro. That's what I was missing. I forgot to write down Volcarona, so I'm gonna cut yeah, Armaldo. Yeah, my bad. So let me do it again. So 5th place, Heracross. Fourth place Scolipede. Third place Excelgor. Second place Volcarona. First place Scyther. That's my top 5. Scyther. I honestly think that Scyther got so much potential. Actually, it is super underrated as a bug type. I would see it being like a base form and remaining a base form, like without having an evolution. Even if I'm in love with Caesar, I'm not saying that I don't want Caesar in the game. What I'm saying is that if they got 2 different lines and Scyther was just as Pinsir or Heracross, it would have been fine. By the way, ciao info. I'm also a fan of Vespiquen actually. It is, guys, it is too difficult to do a top 5. It is too difficult. The majority of the Pokemons are too good looking to only do a top 5. I'm feeling like guilty about picking one over another one. Also, Beedrill looks good. And also, I mean, also Caesar is amazing. I completely agree. I don't know, Thiago. I like multitasking. It might just be it. You also forgot to mention speaking in English and not in Italian. By the way, let me catch up on what you wrote. So, Satyr's top 5 is Yanmega. The second one I have no idea what it is. Caesar, Volcarona, and I think that I've already seen Orbital. Honestly, in my opinion, Volcarona should be like in everyone's top 3 actually. It is too good as a Pokemon. It is pretty tough. I don't know if I would pick it over Scyther. I'm honestly so much in love with Scyther as a bug type, but it is super difficult. I mean, they are super close to be like first place, both of them, for me. I don't know. Mate, if you are talking about the best shiny bug type, Volcarona hands down. I don't even wanna hear anything. Also, tier list of the types would be clean actually. Gyarados, 100%. I think that the best Pokemons, the best types. I mean, my favorite type is Dragons, but that's tough actually. It is too tough to do tier lists when it comes to Pokemon. I don't want to do that. There is too much pressure. Bro, you can't pick Kingdra over Gyarados. You're doing it just to piss me off. There's no way. There's no way someone picks Kingdra over Gyarados. By the way, about the most delicious Pokemon, the Dragon type, there is like a sort of cake from, wasn't it like generation 8 or 7? I have no idea. I don't even remember the name, but I've been googling it in the past streams. I don't know, I don't wanna Google it again. Volcarona is a fire type, by the way. By the way, yeah, I would definitely eat the dragon that got... I mean, it's not a cake, it was like an apple. Like the base form was Applin, I remember the name, but I don't remember the name of the evolution. Let me Google it. So there was Flapple, but I was referring to Appletown. I mean, I wouldn't eat it because I'm allergic to apples, but I mean, it is eatable, actually. I guess. Does Caterpie has lots of proteins? I'm gonna go for it then. Guys, in my honest opinion, you're sleeping too much on the steel types. Too much. Ciao, Jude. Bronzong is not the first thing that comes up to my mind whenever I think about steel types, but I'm also a fan of Escavalier. I don't get why people hate on Escavalier. It is such a nobile Pokemon. No, Murkrow is not overrated. It deserves everything it got. By the way, if I had to pick my favorite ones... By the way, steel types... I mean, Lucario is a steel type, but... I mean, I don't know if I want to put it in my top 5, because I wouldn't be putting it in my top 5 because of it being a steel type, you know? So I don't know if it would be fair. But I honestly think that the steel types... Like, I mean, to me, it is a top tier type, honestly speaking. The majority of them are broken. By the way, if I had to pick 5, I would for sure say Magros, Escadrille, for sure. I also think that Steelix looks pretty good. I don't know if I would put it in my top 5. I don't think so, but I think it is underrated. There's also Mewile. I'm in love with the Mega. Not really with Mewile. I like Mewile, but if the Mega Evolution was in the old gens, I would put it in my top 5 for sure. It was one of the few Pokemons that I've been breeding in Gen 6 together with a Gible. I've been breeding a Mewile and it was broken as fuck. Yeah, Skarmory is also super cool. I'm not gonna pick Aegislash just because I'm picking like before Gen 5. If I was going to Gen 6, I would for sure pick it. And also, I mean, also Klefki, in my opinion, looks good, but I don't think I would put it in my top 5 for sure. Probably top 10, I don't know. By the way, if I had to pick other Pokemons, they look too good. Yeah, by the way, Magnezone. I wish I could have all my my Magneton in 3rd gen. Yeah, also Ferrothorn. So many of them. Yeah, it really is tough. So, hands down, Metagross is in the top 5, and so is Excadrill. What I'm trying to understand if I wanna put in the top 5 are Magnezone, Lucario, that I don't know, because I mean Lucario is one of my favorite Pokemons. But I mean, it is more a fighting type, but it doesn't make any sense. I also have to include Lucario. It is a steel type. So, and I mean, Lucario is gonna be mandatory for me, at least. I would be a dragon, hands down. By the way, Thiago, there will be time for a stream dedicated like completely to tier lists of Pokemons. But it is getting deep during this stream, but I still have to prepare everything about the tier list. That was not on the site you suggested, I think. Yeah, no, it was on another site, but I mean, let me go on with the Pokemons. Yeah, also Aggron looks pretty good. What do I have to do? It is too tough. I should think about it. I can do it like live. But I would put him, I mean, as the first place, Metagross. I'm just gonna tell you this. Completely deserved, honestly. It is the steel type, in my opinion. Yeah, Trico really is beautiful. Congrats on it. No, I prefer Agron. Lyron is the one I prefer the least from the line, honestly. But I like the whole line. Like, all of them are pretty good. But I would go for like Agron, Aeron, and Lyron. It would be an honor. Yeah, drop the nature. I guess Nori. By the way, guys, yesterday Peso DM'd me with a pic of Darkrai, of the shiny Darkrai that he had found, and it was Nori. I mean, pretty bad as a nature for Darkrai, but it was my guess. So I'm satisfied. Let me Google the one that you Matt wrote, because I already heard of it, but oh, alright. I heard of it, but I've never seen it. By the way, a Pokemon that I'm in love with, that is from the newest generations, is Kartana. Don't ask me why, but I love it. By the way, guys, am I the only one that actually likes Memo's one? I feel like I'm I'm the only one actually. Favorite dark type? So just to go quicker, I'm just gonna pick the one I prefer the most. I'm not gonna do the whole study. But I don't know. I mean, excluding the legendaries, because I don't know if I would include Darkrai. I'm still thinking about the dark type, actually. I'm gonna cover a top 5 because it's too difficult. Like, I can't pick just one without saying all the other ones that I like. So the 5 dark types that I would pick are Tyranitar, Sharpedo, I feel like I'm being like interviewed right now. The pressure is too much. I don't know. Sharpedo and Tyranitar for sure. I would also pick Sableye. Always been a fan of it. So I'm excluding the legendaries, because I would put Darkrai in the top 5 for sure. I mean, why should I exclude the legendaries? I'm also gonna put Darkrai in the top 5. Then I'm missing one. Might go with Drapion. Yeah. So now I gotta put them in order. So fifth place. I don't know. Yeah, Mega Sableye would be the first one. For me too. But I'm not counting the Megas. I would say position number 5, Sableye. Position number 4, Drapion. Yeah, Drapion. Third place, Darkrai. Second place, Sharpedo. First place, Tyranitar. I don't know if I would put Darkrai in the first place, like above everything else, or not. Because I feel like that I'm not doing it because I feel like it is too based, but I don't care about being based. So if I had to be honest, I mean, if someone was asking me, would you pick Darkrai or Tyranitar? I mean, one of them two is gonna disappear forever. I'm gonna keep Darkrai. So yeah, I would say first place Darkrai, second place Tyranitar, third place Sharpedo, fourth place Drapion, fifth place Sableye. Top 5 of Pokemon of all-time Pokemon. I can't do it right now. I would really have to think about it. And I think I will do it during a stream in the future. The same thing as I did for my top 10 shiny Pokemons ever. I'll do it for the regular Pokemons. If I remember correctly, I've seen Double Beautifly in the first ever journey that I did in the Eterna Forest. I kind of have the memory of being excited about the Double Butterfly in the same game, but so far I didn't. I'm pretty sure I didn't. I haven't been paying that much attention to it because I don't really care, but I think I would remember it. I don't know. Favorite rival? I don't know actually. I don't really have a favorite one. I've never really cared. I mean, if I had to pick one, also from the anime, I would say Paul, for sure. I was in love with him. And with all the peaks about the Pokemons that he chose for his team. But if I had to say about the games, I don't know, I really never cared about them. I guess Giratina. I just googled it and I have no idea, I've never seen it. I mean, it is from the newest generations, so... By the way guys, tonight I'm getting to 500 and then I'm gonna go off stream. Let's go. I mean, until 3 AM, and in Portugal it should be like an hour before compared to Italy, so you should have like 5 hours of hunting remaining. Am I right? 5 hours or 5 hours? Fair, fair. And have you already considered? I mean, have you already thought about the possible fast hunt? Ciao Fra. What are you hunting for? Thank you so much, Salater. Super happy to read these type of things. And I'm also happy that you're feeling better. Hi, Peso. I was just talking about the Darkrai you have found. I will say that I got the nature gas actually. By the way, still congrats on it. We were talking about natural gases, so happy to hear that, Fra. Last 100 encounters to go. Let's see. Huge top 5 actually. Sandal as the first place. Sandal is your favorite ever Pokemon. Huge. He said that he was feeling bad actually, and that during the live he started feeling better, thanks to like my company and your company. I mean the company of the chat. That's what he was referring about the chat. Pre-end some message. Yeah, let's see. Let's see this Murkrow. By the way, guys, if I'm getting Baneri and then Murkrow in the only two phases I'm doing in the Eterna Forest, I mean, those two would be the only two phases, so it would be like the most like flawless journey ever actually for me. No collateral damages, just the target. It would be huge. It's never happening. Never happening. Oh, cool. Yeah, it was cool with the Remoraid under the wing. Yeah, Gibble is definitely a good looking base form. For sure. I mean, I just have to eat a 19% and a 20%, like back to back. Could be worse. If I had to say, I mean, my favorite Pokemon when I was a kid, I was obsessed by Darkrai, but I know it is too based, but I can do nothing about it. If I had to think about like a strange Pokemon that I was obsessed about, like not a based one, I don't know actually. Probably Spiritomb, just because when I was a child, I didn't know how to get it, and I've never been able to get it, so that might be because of it. And also because it doesn't have like super effective moves against. That one was another pretty cool aspect back in the day, for me at least. I was like thinking about Spiritomb as being something that was not able to be defeated. I mean, it was able to be defeated, but it didn't have any problem, any real problem, you know, any real enemy. I have no idea about the the shiny Remoraid actually. I also never played the games on the Switch. Let me take another look to the Typhlosion, to the new Typhlosion. Because I kind of have a memory about it. Yeah. I've already seen it. It looks pretty sick. It looks pretty sick. Yeah, so many sprites on, I mean, beyond Gen 6 are pretty weird, unfortunately. Also, like Cascon and Silcoon, they are literally balls. They are horrible. I was thinking about it just before opening on stream. By the way, very soon I'm also gonna check for the Pokerus. So let me do these last two encounters. I mean, not two encounters, but I mean, you got my point. Yeah, literally the ball. Let's see if we are clutching it out with the last encounter. I'm not really seeing it happening. Where am I going? Right. Nice. Let's see for this Pokerus. The very last chance of clutching it out. Oh, I didn't escape from one battle. Let's see. Nothing. We didn't even get the Pokerus. By the way, guys, thank you so much for being in my company as always. I enjoyed so much the stream. I will be on stream tomorrow. So yeah, thank you so much again for being in my company, and see you tomorrow. Have a good one.